advertising. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, and we've relocated to Nerdhaven Games, and you're not wanting to be on film, is that what you're saying? And we have three people learning the game today, and we're playing Anniversary Edition 1941 setup, and we have, want to introduce yourself?
Jordan.
Jordan, who are you playing?
Playing the Germans.
The Germans, and the Italians I think today, eh?
And
we
Italians,
we
yeah.
saddled you with both. And who are you?
I'm Brittany. I'm playing UK.
UK, okay, UK. And?
I'm Austin, and I'm playing Japan.
There you go. And
Colton.
oh, there you go.
Actually,
All right.
Russia.
Colton's playing Russia, and I have the joy of playing the USA and China. So we're just starting out here, and it's your typical German opening, and some success. Little setback against the British battleship up north, but beyond that, he kind of got what he wanted. So we'll let you know how the first round goes in just a moment. All right, so here we are at the real end of round one, and we're going to show you what's going on. The Japanese, they're doing what Japan does here, and they took the Philippines, took Wake, and took Midway, thereby taking $5 off the Americans. Thanks a lot, Austin.
Yo, I'm broke.
And and over here in China, the Japanese did have a reverse in Kwangtung. They killed, but they also lost their guys attacking. The British built a factory in India, and got some help there from Burma, and are getting ready to help out here. Over here in Africa, things are pretty tense. The Italians have heavily fortified, and looks like they're going to try to make a strike there next round. We'll see. The Eastern Front is the Eastern Front, but Russia had a good pushback, and were able to take things back here, and Britain was able to grab Norway with a lone tank remaining. So the Germans, I think, are going to have to settle for the eastern part and leave the north alone for a while, but we'll see. Down the south, they're looking pretty strong, so the Russians built, I believe he built 10 infantry. Yeah, so all his money went into infantry, and yeah. The Americans did Operation Torch over here. Oh, the bombers just got to go into Gibraltar. There. Perfect, thank you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Lots of naval activity went on in and around Great Britain, and suffice to say that, yeah, it's still going on. We'll see what Germany does. They've got 2 boats left, and we'll see what they do with them. America built nothing in the east. They built everything here in the west with just building up Instafleet. And we'll see if that keeps the Japanese at home a little bit more. All right. We'll let you know what happens in round 2. See you in a minute. All right, so here we are. States finished round 2. The Japanese coagulated everybody here in the middle of the Pacific, so the U.S. figured nuts for that and didn't go out there to meet them. Japanese punched through here, and the Soviets tried a border skirmish with them and lost a couple guys and didn't hit anyone, and then just died in the first round of the next battle that came their way, so that was fun. Chinese are still kicking though, doing not too badly. Japanese took Money Island down here, and the British factory is cranking out some Matildas or Cromwells or something. I don't know. What are they building down there? Yeah. Centurions, that'd be nice. The Russians and the Germans continue to fight each other over here. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. Britain, though, last round had, how much did you have? 72 bucks or something. Yeah, she didn't spend much in the first round, so she had 72 bucks to spend this round and didn't spend all that either. I think he spent 57, saved 15. But yeah, so got ourselves a nice shiny factory up in Norway from last round there. The German Kriegsmarine has decided to go on indefinite hiatus. The Italians, though, got their Italian Lake, and they were able to collect their bonus for that. But Britain was able to punch into Libya and take that. So they're pretty proud. Yeah, cover up that Italian noise there. The Americans spent everything in the Atlantic this time, and hoping to Operation Torch Part 2. That's pretty much it. Any comments from the crowd on this so far?
I don't know what I'm doing. So.
It's hard being this wealthy.
Isn't it tough? It's tough having cash. Yeah.
I need more men.
Yeah. Well, we'll see here. Germany's got a lot of armor there, a lot of steel coming this way. So we'll see what happens on round 3. We'll let you know in a second. One more time for the camera.
Looks like I'm about to get destroyed by the Chinese horde.
Yeah. China. Go China. China has been ignored and to Japanese demise. You can see here, though, I just built my build there kind of to be a jerk. But Japan came by and destroyed my entire fleet. But lost all but his battleship at the same time, so we'll see what Japan does here. But you can see there's nothing else going on. Over here, the Japanese still have a battle wagon, and they built a factory in French Indochina. The British are busting out, though, the shiny tanks, and they built a battleship and a sub down there. Good
But
times.
forgot my destroyer.
Yeah, the destroyer is probably not long for this world. What's happening over here in Russia? The British have come to help out up north with their tanks out of their factory there in Norway, and the Germans and the Russians continue their struggle on the Eastern Front. Big old slap fight. The English built a factory in Egypt, and the Italians continue to exist and got their bonus again.
How dare they?
So I know
They're
we've been bombing the Italians pretty good, but they remain. Operation Torch Part 2 has been carried out. France, we had a successful landing, but this is more of a Dieppe than a D-Day thing. They're not going to last long. But
It's fine.
and then nothing was built over here in the eastern U.S. Any thoughts, folks?
Things are looking up Russia.
I woke up the tiger.
I think I'm crumbling.
I think we're both crumbling.
Well, we'll see what happens here. We're on to round 4. All right. Stay tuned. All right, folks. Well, starting here in the Pacific, Japan built a couple cruisers and built some stuff down here and took Burma on their turn, but those British tanks just will not be denied. Japanese, though, did grab another money island. They took the East Indies, so they're making some fat stacks now. Took a little bit of a hit here, though, with the Chinese.
Yep.
There you go. Konnichiwa. And took Manchuria. So that hurt. Did we take that off the... did you lose that $5 for Manchuria and Kiangsu? Anyway, we're going to do the math and
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
find
figure
out. But Japan is steadily crawling across Siberia here.
They did pull a fast one, took Alaska. Though.
So is
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I do have to give a nod here. Japan did take Alaska, and they still hold Alaska because he got 2 hits with his men and artillery on my 2 men and had a bomber and a fighter. So didn't want to lose aircraft. And so this good Western boy, say he's from Abbotsford, he's going to hop in there mission. From mission. He's going to just saunter on over and help us out there.
The UK is also crawling across.
Yes, and the UK is crawling across Siberia.
UK is worldwide.
UK is just having a great game here. Egypt is just doing a great job of everything but cleaning up. Holy cow. Those guys laying around. A little bit too much of the Guinness, I think. Italy got bombed again. Not in the fun way. And The Russians, well, the Russians have just been breeding like rabbits over here. I think all they built is men and one plane
Trying
I
to
think, the
hold
entire
that.
game. So, so the Germans have had some trouble breaking through, but they still have a decent stack here. But they had to go down and take the Balkans because UK took the Balkans their last round.
Yeah, the Balkans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What else could be said? Oh, America came up here, USA, and took northwestern Europe. The UK also took France, but only had a single artillery left, so the Italians came up there and took it.
Like the
Back.
stallions they are.
Yes, the Italian stallions. There you go. So, looks like Victor Drago might win this one, though. I don't know. We'll see. All right, folks, on to turn 5. Could be the last round. We're running out of time here, but we'll see what we can do. See you in a minute. All right, so that was turn 5, I believe. We're on to turn 6 now, but things are looking pretty dire for the Axis. America was able to take back Wake Island, and the nice, beautiful Japanese home fleet is now a diving reef.
It's a new coral reef.
Yes, yes. It's all environmentally friendly, though. The British were able to take the Japanese factory with authority. The Japanese did not roll well at all.
Only a single infantryman.
That's right,
was
yeah.
lost.
One Tommy. So, the Chinese are just out of control here now.
Out of control.
Yeah.
Stopped.
Yeah, it's not going so well. The Brits came across to put the stop on them last round, so the Japanese are going to have choices. Over here, the Russians continue to breed. Hey, was this a strategic decision at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I gotta build a wall.
Just build a wall of men, eh? It seems to be working out, though. Germany had to bail out Italy a few times here, and that's
Of course.
kind of hurt things for
Italy's not
them.
doing their job too well.
Yeah.
Italy bailed Germany out too.
Yeah, that's true. Italy bailed out Germany with France. Britain tried an assault on France this last round. How many planes has that AA and France knocked down this game? Is it 6?
4 or
5?
5.
Well, it was 3 on one round.
I think it's 5.
It's 5 now.
Yeah,
5.
yeah. Wow, good night. So yeah, it's been pretty effective there. Yeah. So hot and cold for the Axis, and the Russians don't have a lot of offensive punch here, but
They're there.
quantity has its own quality, as
Yeah.
as Stalin said. So, and the Brits are doing well. Brits are very healthy. They actually have the top economy in the game right now. So by $1 over USA. So good for them. Good job, Queen. Doing great. Yeah. So
Crown.
we'll let you know what happens for round 6 in just a moment. All right. So here at the end of round 6, looks as though the Axis are gonna take a W.
No, the other ones.
Yeah, the Allies are gonna take a W.
We held for now.
I was say a W as in whoa, that sucked. But yeah, it's things did not go well here in the Pacific. But for a first time ever playing the game, did all right. Got all the way to turn 6, so it's good stuff. And yeah, China doing China. The Japanese did hold on to these islands, though, which is pretty impressive, all things considered. The Americans did get over to the Philippines. And what do we got here? Well, we got the hordes of the Russians. They're on the gates of Berlin right now. They took Poland and Bulgaria, Romania last round. Took some losses doing it, though. Germans did okay.
Where that came from.
Yeah. The British tried a landing here in Berlin, but she had 8 dice, 8 twos to roll, and got 0 for 8. And then lost 4, and then on the next round went 1 for 4 and lost the other 4. So that was pretty good Axis rolling. Italy remains, but America here, you can see is a bit of a mess over here. We didn't even finish America's turn because we have run out of time, but writing on the wall, I think, for this one.
Es war ein langer Krieg.
So, but a good time was had by all. Any final thoughts by anybody?
That was a great first time playing.
Oh, cool.
Very fun game.
Cool.
Rush number 1.
Go Russia. Go Russia. Yeah, Russia built 1 fighter and
1 fighter and what was it, 58 or so boys?
pumping at least 11 out
Yeah.
of turn.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
10 or 12 a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good times, and yeah. So hopefully we're gonna try this again sometime. And thanks for watching, folks. And we'll see you next time here at the Hilltop Pillbox.